Hey, welcome back. I'm going to do the next tutorial on this little light of mine. It'll be intermediate and advanced. Once you have done the beginning one, then move on to this. And I highly recommend doing these in order, the lessons, and not skipping, even though sometimes you want to just hurry up and skip forward and get on with it. There's something to glean from every video, so let them build on each other and don't be in a hurry and miss something that you need as building your foundation. So in the last video, I just did the first verse of this little light of mine. When I actually do the song, I do 4 verses. And the first one is this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And then the second one is hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. The third one is won't let Satan blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. And the fourth one is let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. So we already learned the chords for that first verse. The chords are the same for each verse. You're playing the same chords, but the words are changing. So I wanted to share those. Those are really great verses to sing and get in our hearts and the hearts of anyone that we're playing music with, because they're strong biblical truths that we can hang on to through music. Let's see. And then all 4 verses. Okay, so okay, quiz, pop quiz. Here's the fingers that I'm going to be using to play the chords. See if you can say the numbers of the fingers out loud by memorization or in your head. So this pointer finger is called finger number. Middle finger is called finger number. Ring finger is called finger number. And pinky is called finger number. Okay, hopefully you got those. If not, keep learning, keep practicing. Again, we call the strings from the bottom. So string number 1, string number 2, string number 3, string number 4 is at the top. And let's see. Okay, doing the chords. So just to review, to see if you got the fingers right. Hopefully you have a chord chart in front of you, but it's finger number 1, 2, 3, 4. I should show you this way. So pointer is 1, middle is 2, ring is 3, pinky is 4. So also in the titles or the description of the videos, there's a link. The link probably isn't working because weird things with YouTube, but just copy and paste that in your browser and it'll bring up a chord chart. Print that out. It would be good to have your chord chart in front of you as you're learning. Even that finger diagram written in front of you, I have it written in front of me to remind me so I can quickly look down and remember as I'm looking. And okay, here we go. All right, so let's go through that first verse. So what's going to change this to intermediate / advanced is we're changing the strum. So instead of all down strums, which are good for beginner songs, to make the song a little more interesting, we're going to add a different pattern. So we'll add an up strum here or there. So this is going to be a very basic adding an up strum. I also suggest, I'm going to go into a little more detail about the strumming pattern that I'm using also, because there's all kinds of different learners. Some people are going to see what I'm doing, they're going to hear it, they're going to get it, and that's great, and you're going to grasp it, and then you're going to practice it. And then other people need a little more explanation. Some people might need a little more visual things, anchors to help them learn, which that's definitely the kind of learner that I am. So when I say more visual, I mean you should have the words in front of you, the song that you're learning, along with the chord that you're playing. You can write the chord if it's the same chord for the entire line. You can just write the chord at the beginning of that song line, and that's it. If it helps you to have the chord written on top of each word, you can do that. Find your learning style. And when I say people who need more visual help, with the strum patterns, it's really helpful to write an arrow, either a down arrow or an up arrow, or sometimes it's going to be more than one. It's going to be a down and an up right next to each other. You write the arrows on top of the words, okay? So the first line would say, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And then you have a down arrow over this. And then the next word is little, and we're going to play a down and then an up strum. And then the third word is light. We're going to play a down strum, so it'd be a down arrow. So that's been really helpful for me for learning instruments. I've even added color. So when I change either a chord or when I change a line, I would use one color for the first line. The second line, I would use another color. It actually would help my eyes to focus and not get lost at where I was on the song. So take any of these tips and use what's helpful for you. All right, here we go. Starting with G. All right. So the strum pattern that we're going to use here, the quickest way to break it down is down, down, up. Okay, that's the shortest version of the strum pattern. Different brains are going to want to say it differently. So down, down, up. Another brain type might want to say it like this. For the entire first line, this little light of mine. This is what the strum pattern is. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so whatever your brain anchors onto, you can say it, or if you need to say it differently in your mind as you're learning, go for it. All right, so here we go. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. That's the very first line, this little light of mine. Okay, I'm going to sing with it. This little light of mine. So you can see, after I say mine, the strum for mine that we're doing is up, down. Mine, mine. After that, there's no words, but I'm still strumming. Okay, and that strum looks like this. Same, it's just the ending pattern. Down, up, down, down, up. So sometimes we strum with the words, and sometimes we strum when there's a blank space and there's no words being sung. I'm going to try it again. I'm doing the pattern. You could even say the pattern out loud where you're at while I'm playing the pattern. Again, the shortest version of the pattern, if you break it up, the shortest version is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, okay? And then if you want to do that whole line, this little light of mine, it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? So here's, I'm going to sing the words. See if, write this strum pattern on your paper and see if you can say the strum pattern while I am strumming it. Okay? This little light of mine. Okay? So the next part is, I'm gonna let it shine. And it's the same. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. But see, if I break it up like that, it sounds a little off. If that works for your brain, that works. For my brain, it works better to go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. I'll do it again. This is, I'm gonna let it shine. Down, down, up, down. And again, there's a strum for each word, but even after I say shine, I'm done singing, but I'm not done strumming. Okay, so it's going to go like this. I'm gonna let it shine. Same pattern. Okay, let's go from the beginning. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine. Okay, so I'm doing that for every line of the song. Even at the end, we're doing the same strum pattern. However, it's kind of tricky. This might stump you for a little bit, but keep going forward, keep practicing. Do it in little chunks. What helps you, we'll be doing the same strum pattern, but then we'll do a chord change, okay? So it's that same pattern all the way through. I'll stop at the bottom. Here we go, so you can see where I do the chord change. And I'm not perfect at the chord changes. I'm still learning with you, okay? So give me grace and patience. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm still doing the same strum pattern. Now I'm doing a chord change at the same time. This is where the arrows come in very wonderfully, very helpfully. Okay, so I also wanted to say, so that is, I'm calling that intermediate advanced because we're doing the different strum. Also, when you're doing this, sometimes it's hard to grasp onto the strum pattern that someone else is telling us. So if you have a different strum pattern inside of you that is also intermediate or advanced, and that is anchoring in your brain better and it sounds good, go ahead and do that. Either one, practice that over and over and over. Again, it's good to do like one line of the song at a time. Get that and conquer it, and then move on to the next line. And then do those two and conquer them. It's called chunking. It's a really good way to do lots of things. But you can also make it more intermediate and advanced by playing with the strum pattern a little bit more. And I'll give you that example here. Like at the end, something fun to do would be like, if I'm playing the last line where it goes, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I would do a little fun thing at the end of that. Okay, so you don't have to do this. I'm just giving you an example of how you could kind of dress it up a little bit more as you get more advanced. And if you want to challenge yourself, so go. So light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. So see how I changed the end and I didn't follow that pattern? I just added like a little at the end. It's fun. You can do that anywhere that you want to do it and dress it up. Okay, I'm just giving you the basics, and then you can go from there. I just really want to help you get started to add the ukulele and music to your life. So again, I'm going to review the 4 verses that I do. The first one, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. The second one is hide it under a bushel, no, I'm going to let it shine. The third one is won't let Satan blow it out, I'm going to let it shine. And then the 4th verse, let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. So again, it's the same pattern, the same chords all the way through. So thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful to you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he shine his face upon you and give you his peace. And for anyone who wants a little bonus, who wants to stick around, I'm actually gonna tell you, I was reading my Bible yesterday, and this verse jumped out at me, this passage about music. So let me share it with you. It is in Genesis 4, and it's starting at verse 20. It says, a dog gave birth to a baby named Jabal. He became the first of the herdsmen who live in tents. His brother's name was Jabal, the first musician, the inventor of the harp and flute. And then go a few verses down, and it's talking about somebody else, and it says he was the first to work with metal, forging instruments of bronze and iron. So I thought that was super interesting as we're learning this, that I came across about in the Bible, the first musician, the inventor of the harp and flute. So the first human musician that we read about in the Bible is found in Genesis 4. And it's also pretty interesting because actually Cain had just killed his brother Abel, and this person actually came from several generations after Cain. So that was interesting because it was just a reminder that even though that we make mistakes, that we also do deliberate sin, that the Lord forgives, and he has kindness and love and mercy and compassion, and he will still use us to do great things on earth. And or our family line. So that was just a quick encouragement that the Lord put on my heart to share. So thanks for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.